I'm Ken Calvert, and I approve this message to stop the runaway spending and end Bidenflation.
Let's kick out extreme politicians like Ken Calvert, who spread the big lies.
It will be a pivotal race and tightly contested for California's 41st congressional district seat, one that could help flip the Republican majority in the House in the fall. 32-year veteran Republican incumbent Ken Calvert and Democratic challenger Will Rollins are facing off in the March primary. If they win the top two spots and face each other in November, it will be one of the most closely watched House races in the nation. That's because of 2021 political redistricting that changed the landscape of voters in the Inland Empire. The 41st now stretches from Corona down to Lake Elsinore and all the way to the Coachella Valley, to include Palm Springs and La Quinta.
I'm, relatively conservative Republican, and people know me as such. I'm not crazy. I represent the interests of the community and look forward to continue to do so.
Calvert bills himself as a conservative former small business owner from Corona, focused on securing the border, cutting the cost of living, and cracking down on crime. He says these are the main differences between himself and his opponent.
No, he's the extremist. I mean, he's the extremist from Los Angeles, the left-wing progressive prosecutor who's the type of prosecutor you don't want, the Gascon type of prosecutor who lets criminals go. I'm not interested, and that's why I've been endorsed by our county prosecutor, our county DA, and by the county sheriff.
This is somebody who joined the lawsuit seeking to overturn Roe, who previously voted for a national abortion ban with no exceptions. So I think most families in Southern California believe the government shouldn't have a role in your personal healthcare choices.
Will Rollins bills himself as a public servant and former prosecutor, focused on growing the economy while protecting the environment and reforming the criminal justice system. He says he's not soft on crime, he's just smart about it.
A lot of these smash and grabs are organized by people on social media. And as somebody who worked with federal law enforcement to investigate a lot of cybercrime incidents, you need that kind of expertise to go after folks, to stop the incidents before they happen and then track them down afterwards, because of so much being organized online now. And I think our local law enforcement partners need more help from their federal agencies, not less.
With a nearly half-and-half mix of Republican and Democratic voters in the new 41st district, both candidates say a lot will ride on how they appeal to the large chunk of independent voters in the district.
Consequently, it's very, very competitive for the Democrats, and Ken Calvert is going to have to work very hard to hold on to it.
Jack Pitney is a professor of politics at Claremont McKenna College.
Neither candidate can win this just by depending on the party base. They both have to deal with no party preference voters, with people who don't have a close attachment to the party.
So we asked some Riverside County voters what they thought of the way things were going in Congress.
We need new fresh blood. Not only the Republican Party, but also in the Democratic Party.
Whether it's time to turn the page or not, I don't know. But it's important that we have someone there that's more diverse, that's looking at what's going on now than to using antiquated ideas.
Calvert says his base knows what to expect with him, someone who represents their values, and that's why he served the Inland Empire for so long.
My opponent doesn't have the same point of view I have. I want to secure the border.
Yes, and you've had 32 years to do it. You haven't done it.
Rollins says voters need to stop sending people back to D.C. who just get more money to assure a problem stays broken instead of fixing it.